5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning.
That was so weird. Like always.
Yeah, so it is Sunday night for us, Monday morning for you guys. If there happens to be any truckers out there, watch the road.
And truckers who are cholos?
Yeah, if you happen to be a trucker and a cholo at the same time, hold on there.
No, you just sounded like Paul.
Oh, I know.
Oh my.
Man, I've been saying orale for years.
Babe, I never hear you say that.
I always say that. I don't say it to you. Ask Alejandro, ask Eduardo, ask Johnny.
Because I always hear Alejandro say it.
Ask Johnny the Muppet. Anyways.
Órale, pues.
Yeah, man. We
Thank you. Scoot over. You give me no space to breathe.
no space. He's Mike Tyson doing a Mike Tyson impersonation or what?
I feel like my tongue got stuck on my gap. Space.
I think I'm gonna call my fat cat. I'm thinking of either changing her name to Torta or Chalupa. Yeah. So, anyways, man, we had a great service today. It was more than just Sharon singing. We had Brother Ruben playing the guitar. We had some sisters on the microphone. So hopefully you were able to enjoy that. I know the sound was a little distorted. As you know, anytime we do a change, there's always tweaking to be made.
Yeah, guys, we're just getting used to all this, guys. There's a lot of little things that we are still working on. So bear with us.
Yeah, because we knew that we were going to have more singers and the guitar. We actually went to Guitar Center to get a compressor.
Yeah, but it's not in yet.
Yeah, it was supposed to come in Friday. The plan was it was supposed to come in Friday. I'd install it on Friday or Saturday morning, and that would be good, but it didn't come in. But it's actually coming in tomorrow. Or today for you guys. So
and then we tried to get him a wireless adapter, and the first one didn't work well, so we went to get another one, and it's not really working out. So we're gonna have to get something else to work. So
yeah, so that's why you heard the music cut out, because it was a wireless, for the guitar, but it just
it's not working for us, guys.
Can't have that. I can't have none of that.
And then, man, I feel like breaking the wall like the Kool-Aid man, so we can all fit up there.
Oh.
I'm just like, wow, it's so beautiful. I wish the whole worship team, because there's actually 7 of us now, guys. Yes. There's 7 of us, which is so, so awesome. And I wish we can all fit up there, but we can't. And we don't even have enough mics if we all really wanted to. But I know that the Lord's gonna situate and make a way for us to be able to, make a schedule and kind of do what He needs to do. Because I'm kind of thinking, what's gonna happen when we get our drummer and when we get, our keyboardist? We're just gonna have to break down some walls or something, that we just built.
Something.
Yeah, something's gonna have to happen.
So, but yeah, the distortion, the guitar cutting out, technical difficulties that come when you start to add new things and whatnot. But like I said, should be better by next week.
We were there all day, though, guys. We just literally walked in the door right now, and it's 10:04, and we just came home from Modesto, from the church. We had to stay there because we had the worship team come back at 5:00. So that meant that we pretty much had to stay there all day, so that we can meet the worship team at 5. And by the time practice was over, we had to kind of clean things up, close things up, and then make our way back. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you were able to enjoy the Sunday sermon. Man, I got so many people, that said, man, I've heard the story of the prodigal son over and over all their lives. and they never heard it like this. So, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, watch it. Let it be a blessing to you,
Yeah.
And I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful that the Lord, is able to somehow get through my weird thoughts and brains to preach like that. And but it's very humbling. It's very, very humbling when people come and say, man, I really like that, and it's like, praise God, praise God.
I know you had a really you had a moment while you were sitting on the couch today, and you realized that you were surrounded by.
Yeah, it was a trip.
I want you to share that because it was very special.
It was a trip because I was sitting with a couple brothers, right, after service. So
because you did make your way. Actually, you found your way to the front finally today.
yeah, I'm gonna make it a new thing because what's happening is I never get to meet the new people that come. I have no idea. Even today I saw a bunch of people I've never seen before, and it felt weird because I'm like, have they been here? Because I've never seen them.
Yeah.
It's really hard because once the service ends, usually I'll get stopped by a few people and everybody starts leaving. Not everybody, but 80% of the people start leaving, and I never get to say, meet, greet, bye, nothing. So I made my way to the front lobby today, and after everybody pretty much left, we had a few people lingering, helping out, just hanging around, fellowshipping. I was on the couch. It's called a house of rest for a reason. We have a little living room there that we have couches and TV and little bookshelf. And anyways, I was sitting talking to a couple of the brothers, and I said, man, this brother right here, I said, he's here from watching us online. He comes all the way from Dublin, which for you guys, that's maybe 40 minutes away, something like that. Mm-hmm. He comes all the time, right? And he watched from online. And then, and I said, yeah, there's another couple here. They met us and ate burritos after we did a YouTube live. No. I said, there's this other couple. No, and he goes, oh, the burrito couple? And I said, yeah. And they started laughing, right? So then another brother came by, Brother Daniel. Him and his fiance come all the way from Davis, which is probably an hour away every single Sunday, guys. Give or take 10 minutes. I don't know exactly, but Davis is past Sacramento. I'll say that, right? Yeah, so it is. Yes, for sure, more than an hour. Anyways, I said, hey, I said, this brother Daniel, and he started walking up. I said, he is here now because he started watching us online. And I told him, and I said, and then so he came and sat down. I said, yeah. I said, brother, have you met that couple? And he was, oh, the burrito couple. And so we started laughing. And then I saw Ivan. Ivan was talking to some brothers, and I said, see that brother over there with the glasses? They're like, yeah. I said, he's been watching us for months. I said, and he's from San Francisco, and he moved here to be a part of this church. Yeah. And then so Ivan comes over. And then finally the couple comes. I said, hey, this is the couple. And they're like, is this the burrito couple? So
yeah, Vanessa and Jesse.
I didn't realize it because it's happened so slowly over the last few months.
And then our worship.
Oh yeah, Ruben and
Katie.
Yeah, and Katie. They didn't come over here, but they were passing by, and I waved at them. And they found us online, right? Well, so I'm not including them in the story because all of a sudden I'm surrounded by all these people, but they left, right? And it hit me. I said, other than Eduardo, every person here, from Daniel to his fiance, to Jesse and Vanessa, the burrito couple, and Jesus from Dublin, and Ivan from San Francisco. I said, I am completely surrounded by members of this church that all were eventually you guys.
Yeah.
And that blew me away. I'm just like, Lord, what are you doing? This is crazy. It never dawned on me because, it'll be like one person and 2-3 weeks later, somebody else from online. Because besides that, we have the frequent visitors. Yeah. We have Janaya. We have Phyllis. Alex, Phyllis. So these are all people. A lot
of people. Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, that's a trip, man. And it makes us feel creepy. Not just playing, but it feels humbling.
Yeah.
Seriously, it truly is humbling, and then we go and eat with some of them, and they're talking about something we said on a devotional, and they're talking about something else, and we said in devotional.
And Andrew was there. He watches us on the
Oh yeah, Andrew. Oh,
yeah.
Andrew too. Well,
Andrew,
he doesn't count as an online viewer only because he's my friend from childhood. Well, from.
But that's all he does is watches our devotionals.
Yeah, but he watches our devotionals. He's the brother that he lost his wife a couple years ago, lost his dad a few months ago. So.
And he watches our devotionals.
Yeah. So it's just. I'm like, when did this happen? Surrounded by you guys. And it's a beautiful thing.
But I think it brought up the conversation too, though, because we were talking about people that we're missing, and how we're missing so many faces, and I was like, babe, I said, I miss this person and I miss that person, and I said, and I haven't seen them, and we were just talking about, just missing the presence of people that we haven't seen, and we were just talking about this over dinner, because on our way here right now I'm hungry again. We had to stop and eat something because we haven't eaten dinner or anything, so we stopped really quick. We grabbed something to eat, and we were sitting outside somewhere because everywhere was closed, and we had to sit outside to eat, and we were just sitting there quietly, and we just said, I miss so-and-so, and I miss so-and-so. And these are families that have been with us for a long time, I don't know if you guys, really, truly understand, pastoring it's hard, guys, because, when you go visit churches, and you can walk in and walk out, and you can go visit many churches, and you just go and come, and sometimes you can go somewhere for a few months and you can see if you like it, and then you can leave, and it's not like that for us,
I'm gonna be, this is about as straight as I can put it, right? Is unfortunately, and I don't know why, and maybe it just is, and I just have to accept it. But church, for many, even if they love us, okay, I know the people that come love us, even if they come once in a while. I know they do. So this ain't an attack on that. What I am talking about is a mentality. Because I like burritos from Jessica's Taco Truck, doesn't mean every time I'm hungry I'm going to go there. That's just one of the choices. Or I'll go to Javi's, or I'll go to Casa Juarez, or we'll go to Raw and get sushi, or I'll go to KFC. It's whatever I feel like eating, that's where we'll go. Because I have no involvement. I'm just a consumer, and I just feel like having what they serve. And I'm wondering, maybe help me understand. I feel like many people approach church that way, and maybe it's just whatever they feel like. And here's the thing, right? It shouldn't be that way. In the Bible, Jesus he was the only Messiah, but he was only one of many rabbis. That's why they called him rabbi, which basically meant teacher, And did you know that when a rabbi chose to allow you to be a student, you were a student for life. You didn't jump from rabbi to rabbi. You didn't do that. That was your rabbi. That was your teacher. That was the one that spoke life into you. That's the one that taught you. That's the one that discipled you until you became a rabbi. So they didn't jump and switch around, and it's just a different time now.
Well, it's just like when a woman goes to a nail person or something, you get used to that one person, or you get used to when somebody goes to get their hair done, they like going to the same person, they have a loyalty to that person or they know their person's scalp, and they know the way they love their hair done, so they continue going that for years, because you get used to the mannerisms, you get used to the way the person's hair grows, or you get used to their cuticle or the way they do things, and you build a relationship. You build you just build this loyalty, in a relationship, and it becomes something very special,
Yeah.
And I think it's like I have that with the lady that I go to, and it's like I really like going to her. The only time I've ever gone one other place is because I took somebody somewhere else, and that was it. But I feel like I go to the same person every single time.
Yeah, and then it's like it's this weird balance because I don't want to force somebody to come, nor should I try to, nor should I want to. I mean, God gave us free will, so
Absolutely.
everybody has free will. But here's the crux of it, right? For me, is I don't know who's really there. Because there's people that say, "Man, I want to help. I want to do this. I want to do that," and I'm like, "But I've heard that before." And they're gone. You know what I mean? So it's a weird situation, man. That's why do you think the Bible talks about having discernment? You gotta truly, because it's a give and take. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, you don't ever want to hold somebody back, but at the same time, like that saying. Well, that I don't know if it's a saying or whatever, that to let something go, if it comes back, it was yours. If it never came back, it was never meant to be.
It was never meant to be.
But the Bible does talk about being a teacher. It does talk about feeding the flock. He does tell Peter, feed my flock.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? You got to understand about Jewish culture, is the flock wasn't just some random sheep. The Jewish people, they actually named each sheep. Each sheep knew its name. Each lamb knew its name. And if one was missing, it was a big deal. That's why young David, before he became king of Israel, a lion came and took one of his sheep, and he went after that lion. He left his other sheep to go and fight for the one. Because it's not like, well, man, that's messed up. The lion took one, but I got 30 more. No, that one had a name. That one belonged to him. That one he loved. That one he cared for. And he was going to do everything he could to get that little lamb back. So, yeah, man. And so today, sitting there, and then there's been different seasons. It was a weird season.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's just a different season.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I was getting to,
There was a different season before COVID. Then there was a different season during, especially the first few months during the lockdown.
Yeah.
And then when we stayed open and refused to close, but then we got COVID, and then you went to the hospital, and it was a little crazy for 2 months for us. You guys remember, if you've been here, I mean, those times I was doing a devotional by myself because you couldn't breathe. And there's times I was doing a devotional because you couldn't breathe, and I was trying to gasp just to do a devotional. It was a weird 2 months, So getting back, and I'm over here thinking, okay, it just paused for me. I'm going to come back. And I realized, it took me a while to realize, boom, it was another season and another shift. And that's kind of where we're at now, because it's like, this wasn't exactly during COVID or before that. This is different. And I found myself surrounded today with a bunch of you guys. And that ain't such a bad thing.
No, it's beautiful.
Because it's one thing if somebody lives in Modesto and comes once in a while. But when I see people like Janiyah saying, yeah, I'll drive multiple hours to come once a month. And Daniel and Naomi all the way from Davis. And you know what I mean? So I'm just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, that they have no idea. They're coming all the way to be a part of this thing more than a screen, more than their phone or TV. And they have no idea how encouraging it is for us.
Yeah.
You guys, those of you that watch this and are not nowhere near Modesto, you have no idea the impact you make on us. You know, we love our families that are local. You know, we do. And they have multiple choices of other churches to go to. And you know what? Honestly, some of them do. And they come and go. I'll see them, you know, and then I'll see them 3 weeks later, and then I'll see them a month later, and then I'll see them 2 weeks later.
There's some that are there that...
There's some I can't get rid of.
There's some that are there that go there and go other places still, and, you know, that are halfway in and halfway out.
So then,
you know?
I can't help but to say, well, okay, are we just one of the restaurants they like? You know, so it's a weird situation, because I'm like, am I your family or are you just a customer? I don't know, you know, but I will say this, is that even though they might have a few other choices here and there, this is what trips me out, is you guys online have a lot more than a couple choices. There's millions, I don't know about millions of other services. Maybe there is.
I think there is on YouTube.
Maybe there is, you know, but you guys watch us.
Two crazy people.
And that means a lot. That means a whole lot. You know, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. Well, I guess what I was going to say, I wasn't going to say all of that, but I just wanted to say that, you know, being pastors, you know, I know you guys, you know, do get a lot of those choices and all of that, but it can get really hard, because we get attached fast, guys. We really do. I know me as a woman, you know, as a mama, I have the instincts to love, you know, and to embrace, and I love very easy, and I'm very giving, and I just, you know, and I get attached, and I almost feel like every time, you know, I meet somebody new, I get so excited. You know, I get excited to meet your children. I get excited to meet your family and everything. And then, you know, I get so close, and then all of a sudden I just feel like that's ripped away, and I just, you know, and that can get hard sometimes. You know, because, you know, you're kind of left wondering, like, okay, you know, you're kind of left to fill in the blanks, like what happened sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And for me, I've never really told David this, but I am sometimes wondering, like, what happened? You know, can you imagine yourself, you know, doing everything right, or thinking that you're doing everything right, and you just having some amazing friends, and you're hanging out with them all the time, and you're just doing life with them, because having a spiritual family is really like doing life with them. Sometimes you spend a lot more time with them than when you do your own family. Because I know me, I spend a lot more time with my spiritual family than what I do my own family. And then all of a sudden, you know, they're just gone, and you're
like, what happened?
like, you're just like, did I do something, you know, or what did we do? You know, did we do something wrong? And sometimes it's not that, you know, I know life goes on and all of that, but sometimes, you know, if something's wrong, you want to learn from your mistakes. And if something's not, then that's okay too, because like he says, there's free will. Everybody wants to move on and all of that. But, you know, we had one sister who we were very dear and close to, and we love her so much. And you know, still to this day, I remember the day that she called us in the office, and she asked us, you know, she says, I miss my family, I love my family, and I would love to go to the church where they're going to, remember? And she says, you know, I love you guys so much, but I really want to be with them because I miss my family. And we looked at her and we're all like, we're going to miss you so much, but we want you to be with your family. And we are so blessed, we were so blessed to have you here. But man, this isn't a goodbye or anything. We're always going to be family. We're always going to see you. You're local, and it's going to be the same still, And guys, we see her all the time. It has not changed, She goes to another church, but man, she's still like family. We hug her. We see her constantly. She'll come to a study here and there. And see, but that's what I mean. There is an openness. There is a loyalty. There is a reverence where we talk to one another and you communicate. And I think that's important. You just don't up and leave and not talk to one another. There's communication. And I think those things are important sometimes, There's nothing wrong with somebody just, but talk to one another. I almost feel like, it's not just, it's just not, you just go somewhere and I sometimes I think like, I thought we were friends,
Yeah. And here's the thing, right? We're not talking about anybody specific. Nobody's left.
No.
This is what we were talking about over dinner.
We were sitting down talking, yeah.
And we were talking about
the YouTube people that he sat with today
we're talking
and all of that. And
so,
people that we miss and people.
Yeah.
And
we started talking about all these YouTube people that started watching you guys. So that went to the subject of who hasn't been coming. Yeah. That's all. We're not over here, because I already know there's some people that actually go. They're like, who left? Who left? Nobody.
Yeah.
People have left, over the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Or disappeared. This
whole pandemic and all that
or
stuff.
Disappeared, or will show up and then a month later and I'm just like, what happened here? Like, what happened? So this is just a discussion that we were just talking about, and it just extended into, no, you guys got to hear it, But you
guys hear it all.
Yeah, we're just talking. We just continuing our conversation with you included. That's all. We're not sitting here. Don't go sending me flowers. I'm not sad. It's just a conversation.
I like flowers.
Well, I don't know. You can send flowers to her. Not you dudes. Don't be sending flowers to my lady. So, but yeah, man. We just wanted to talk about that today. Hang out with you guys. Relax. Chill. And just talk about this subject, I think maybe you get it, maybe you don't, but you don't have to pastor a church to be close to somebody and all of a sudden they go ghost on you and then you're just left wondering like, did I do something, or just things like that, what happened?
Don't fill in the blanks. Don't be left to fill in the blanks.
But somebody else, some other church, their sound system sounds better. No. But yeah, but yeah, today I was surrounded by relevant Bible talk family.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that we have such a beautiful, such a mixture though. It is a mixture of our family, and the culture is a mixture. It's diversified. I love it. I think it's just beautiful how everything is just, I feel like it's a different season right now for House Arrest.
Yeah.
There's just such a change, and it's just a different season.
Yep.
And I feel God's just taking us into something, into something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not sure who I'm going to interview this week.
That's it?
No, you wanted to keep going? 29 minutes.
That was our topic?
Yeah. You thought we were still going to hit a topic?
Oh, I don't know. It felt like it went like this. Didn't it, guys?
It's 30 minutes.
Like.
Here's the fun part. I got to still render it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the torta at?
Oh, she left. She left us.
No, she's in her.
Oh,
Look
I was gonna say
Wait, we'll go
No,
this
I
way.
don't want to do that.
Just
No,
go.
you can't see her. No,
Yes, you can. She's right down there.
can't see her.
Yeah.
But it's
she's in
funny
her
how we're
bed.
talking about people who left and then what the torta leaves.
She is the torta, guys.
Talking about her cat, in case you don't know that.
Yeah.
So,
She looks like a fat cat.
looks like she is.
She is a fat cat.
But all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. I'm still trying to figure out a couple different people I want to, who's going to be interviewed this week.
I want to interview you. I told him I want to interview him, guys. I want to interview him. But I want to interview him in a whole different light. Like I told him, I said, you know what? He's
Not
been...
these lights?
Babe, you know what I mean, okay? I told him he's been interviewed about his music, about his rap, and about his testimony and all that stuff. But I want to do a whole different angle, a whole different view about life, about family man, and about the childhood and, about his upbringing and about home life and that kind of stuff, about him being the, father and just that angle, guys, because I think a lot of people don't know that part of David. And I think it'd be really, really interesting, guys, because, people know Pastor David. People, well, probably not completely all Pastor David, but they know most of Pastor David, and they know, the old Sir Dyno, and they know the rapper that he used to be, and they know the gang stuff, and they know the testimony, the prison stuff, and they know all of that stuff. They know all the bad stuff, and they know all that. And they know the wonderful stuff on the transformation and, the surrender, and they know all of that. But I want them to know, the man that you are at home, and the upbringing and the father. And I want them to get to know you in a whole different light. So what do you guys think? I want you guys to put in the comment if that's something that you guys would like to know, because I think I can really interview him. You guys think I would interview him good? I think I would. Who better than me? Me.
That's
this
who.
girl. Who? This girl.
You sound sort of like Scarface.
How?
That's what he says. Who put this thing together? Me. That's who.
That's who.
So.
I can do it.
All right, guys. She's adding more rendering time to me.
Yeah, I know.
That's messed up, eh?
Yeah, I am. But I'm going to stay up with you. And you're going to go to the doctor with me tomorrow. See, I'm looking at the camera. You say you never look at the camera.
Look like this. All right, guys. Seriously, we got to go.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Love you guys. Enjoy your day.